Jim George's favorite song right here. Jim George's favorite song.
Don't go chasing waterfalls.
I don't know what that is.
Sound like frogs in heat.
Jim George is here. This is always a fun segment for us. We love when you hear Jim.
Oh, we love you.
There you go. Jim George is the owner of American Cable Services, and he loves his theme music.
Yeah, we just might as well play that all half hour.
We are talking technology. The American Cable Services is often what we're supposed to be on, but we veer from that so much. So, how you doing, Jim?
Good. Thank you very much.
Yeah, anything you can do to make it stop raining if it rains tomorrow?
No.
I hope they're wrong. I hope it waits. I hope the rains kind of stay away till Sunday.
Right, that's a light up Ocala tomorrow, correct?
Yeah.
Yep. Do we have a clue as to who the person is that's going to throw the switch?
Did Stan tell us? I can't remember.
No, it's a secret.
Oh, that is a secret.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a secret.
It's a secret, and then there's something else that's going to happen that's
in the middle.
A secret, too, in the middle.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't know.
So you have to stick around for the whole thing, then.
Yeah, because 6:30 the lights go on, and then you've got another 2.5 hours. So
it was great last year. I enjoyed it a lot. Mm-hmm. You guys had your booth out there.
It is always fun for us. Yeah. It's work, but it's fun work.
Right. It is. It's really enjoyable. Look forward to it every year.
It was windy last year. Remember that? It was very windy.
Was it? I don't remember.
Yeah. Everybody's, all the curtains and flaps. Joe had to put buckets of sand and things to hold everything down.
Yeah.
Where was I?
Where was you? You were walking around last time I saw.
We were doing a video.
Buckets of sand. I don't remember that.
Yeah.
We were doing a video.
Tie everything down.
So we were talking about some high-tech stuff this morning that's available through Neiman Marcus.
Oh, $300,000 slot card.
I know. They just don't sound logical.
No.
Yeah, but it has buildings and foliage.
Oh, wonderful.
How much was that dollhouse? $300?
$350, which was very plain.
All it was. Are you good with carpentry? Are you good at
wood?
Yeah.
I'm very good at carpentry. Yep.
So
I love wood.
Do you realize you could make a dollhouse way better than this?
Oh
one?
Yeah. My next door neighbor. I probably shouldn't publicize this by name, but she is a public defender.
Uh-huh.
And what she does to kind of relax is she does dollhouses.
Oh, wow.
And you should see her house. Unbelievable. And when they go out of town, they have the mail sent, ask me if I collect the mail.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And you see these miniature things from all over the world. She'll get in a couch or a chair. Or
oh, wow.
Made in Sweden or whatever. And she populates, and I don't think she's ever sold any. She just loves to do it. It's her relaxation.
How many does she have, do you know?
Probably about 10 or 12.
Wow.
She ought to do it. She ought to do one of those exhibits where you put it out.
That would be cool.
Oh, at the Appleton, that would be wonderful.
Unbelievable. These things are so detailed, right down to the doorknob, the key in the doorknob, the whole nine. Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Wow. She should call the Appleton because I'll bet you they'd showcase her, especially
Gorgeous
now during
stuff.
the holidays.
And she loves to, and she has some grandchildren now. So what she does is, I think she's going to start this Christmas giving them, start giving some away.
Oh, wow, that's got to be a tough decision.
And then she made a log cabin house, and her husband, he also is in the public eye, so I won't mention his name. He will cut the logs for, get the dowels and rough them all up, and then paint them like they look rustic with little knot holes.
Cut the logs is usually a euphemism for snoring, right?
Oh, that is pretty awesome. So he must enjoy it,
well, he's helping her. That's
that's
that's what us husbands do.
Cut the wood.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right.
And the cheese. We cut the wood and the cheese.
Yeah, boy. Yeah. And snore. I left the house yesterday at 5 a.m., drove to Fort Lauderdale, spent all day in West Palm Beach. Got back about 8 o'clock, fed the dogs, found that I had a water leak in my yard because we put a new pump in and the pump's got too much pressure. So it just blew one of the gaskets out there. So I turned that off and sat in the chair at 9 o'clock. And all I remember is at 3 in the morning waking up in the chair saying, I guess it's time to go to bed.
Oh, no.
Oh, wow.
You collapsed.
I was tired.
6 hours in the chair.
Oh, boy.
Wow.
Boy, was I sore, too.
How's your neck? Yeah.
That's a long drive,
It
too.
was a drive, yes, about 5 hours down and 5 hours back. But
Well, when you're in an area, in a brand new area like that, are there telltale signs anywhere that you can tell what type of cable or home television system all of the communities have? Is there something that alerts you to the fact, or is it pretty well hidden?
well, no, cable TV, of course, is one of the accepted modes, so you see it on every pole and everywhere you go. But the day before that, Wednesday, I was down in Lady Lake. And people are starting to put up the off-the-air antennas, Larry, the type I was telling you about. Just put
Really?
Yeah.
And one lady put them up, and she has a mobile home coach, and she's in an area where she cannot get Verizon, and she is a Verizon subscriber.
Oh.
So she bought one of those cell phone repeaters that amplify.
Uh-huh.
And it's working a little bit, but it's just indoors, and she needs me to mount it outdoors. So I said, I'll do it after the holidays. But she put up one of those antennas because in the park you have to either put up a dish or you have to subscribe to the cable company. And she didn't want to subscribe. She didn't want 200 and some odd channels to choose from. She wanted
right.
ABC, NBC, and plus the outside antenna gives you My TV, Me TV, This TV, which are movie channels.
Oh,
I never
okay.
knew. I never heard of them.
And they're free.
Wow.
And they're,
Oh.
yeah, like Channel 2 has one, 6 has one, 9 they all have their own.
Really?
It's called
Really?
a sub-channel. And so they're, so you have them. So these people are putting up these little $49 antennas you see at Markets of Marion where you buy them. I'm giving the guy a plug. He's a nice guy. And they're working perfect. They are getting like 20 and 30 channels, and it's all free. And high def, too.
Nice.
Yeah, that's what you
Wow.
need to do for yourself. Just
That's what they say. That's
get
what
one
you
of
say.
the- I'll put up for you.
No, I don't.
It's so simple to
How
put
hard?
up.
Yeah, well, if it's simple, then
Yeah, 30-foot telescopic mast from Lowe's, a little bracket to hold it
what
against
am I
the
going to watch? I mean, I understand that.
Yeah, but if there was
I
something
can't
going
imagine.
on,
Yeah, but what I do? I mean, you know what happens when you watch TV?
you fall asleep.
That too.
I do.
But you sit there.
It's boring.
You sit there, and
Yeah.
whatever should be getting done isn't getting done. It's so hard for me to find that time.
I like the comedian that says they have a channel dedicated to weather. Why don't you just go outside and you can see the weather? You know.
You can feel the breeze.
Although I'm kind of being is the word disingenuous? Or-
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I mean I do when I'm in a place where there is a TV. I was like, oh wow, I should get one of these.
Yeah.
Did I forget to answer the phone? Somebody's on the phone. I'm
Oh,
sorry. Good
okay.
morning.
All
Thank you for being patient
Hello.
with me. Good morning.
Morning.
Yeah. Good morning.
How you guys doing?
Good. Did we wake you?
No, I took the dogs for a walk before, and it's 42 degrees. It feels like a heat wave.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Right.
Say, with satellite television, you got your disc, and the disc is trained on the satellite, locked in. Now, eventually, that satellite's going to putter out, and they're going to have to replace it. Now, do they put the next satellite exactly in the same spot, or do you have to remove your dish to zero in on it?
Usually exactly in the same spot behind the other one. So if you can imagine 23,500 miles or 28,500 miles in the sky, that's the area. 5,000 miles. They move the satellites behind each other. So they're still at maybe 119 as far as longitude and latitude are concerned. 119 degrees south-west, but they're behind each other. So you'll see dishes looking at the same satellite angle as direct. And that's because it's a great angle, great, elevation and azimuth and that type of thing. And they're just stacked behind each other. But they'll only receive what they're supposed to receive.
Wouldn't the one that's not good anymore be in front kind of block the signal out?
No,
Makes sense, right?
no. There's
Yeah.
because of the curvature of the Earth, and if you think of them stacked behind each other, depending upon where you're at, it would be almost impossible to be directly in line where where one blocks the other. Plus, they're small. I mean, a satellite is probably the size of a 50-gallon drum
Really?
with fins on it. Just think of a large fly.
I never knew that.
Yeah.
Yeah. How long does a satellite usually live?
Well, they wish for 20 years because it's battery plus it's solar cells, but they last about 8 to 10 years. But what happens is the satellite itself doesn't go bad. The transponders on them, the device that receives the signal and then retransmits, it goes bad. And so you might have 40 transcoders on that satellite, and maybe 2 will go bad, and then you'll see where they're jumping from one to one.
Yeah.
Wow.
Do you have any idea? Do you have any idea how much a satellite like that would cost?
A couple of hundred. I'd say $500 million.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is there ever a chance for one of those getting hit by a meteorite or another object floating around up there?
Well, there's always a chance of that, but we haven't heard of any, so I assume it's very, very low.
Okay. All right. So I don't have to worry about moving my dish to lock in on a new satellite then.
Now there's more chance of you getting hit walking your dog in the morning than there is of the satellite getting hit.
or running into the satellite while cutting the lawn. Okay, thanks a lot.
Thank you.
We need to take a little break, and we'll be right back.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. Clouds and some intervals of sun today with a high of 70 to 74. Partly to mostly cloudy tonight. There may be a shower late tonight along the coast. Lows ranging from the mid and upper 50s inland to the mid 60s along the coast. Variable cloudiness, breezy and warm tomorrow with a passing shower or two, high 74 to 78. And for Sunday, mostly cloudy, breezy, warm and humid with a shower or thunderstorm in the afternoon, high 80 to 84. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm Joe Lundberg.
Hi, my name is Dr. Erica Olstein with A Better You Healthcare Acupuncture and Eastern Medicine. As primary care physicians, we use acupuncture to treat back pain, arthritis, migraines, allergies, high blood pressure, thyroid disorders, hormone imbalances, stress, and more using all natural medical therapies. We treat the source of your problems, not just your symptoms. For more information, go to abetteryouhealthcare.com or call today to set up your appointment. 352-615-5566.
Looking for a breath of fresh air in assisted living? Camelot Chateau provides compassionate resident care, 3 excellent chef-prepared meals a day, and an engaging activities program ensuring a more fulfilling life. With Camelot's reasonable rates, you can afford to give yourself a break from cooking, housekeeping, and laundry and have a breath of fresh air. Camelot Chateau is close to shopping, restaurants, and that all-important health care. Call 629-6077 to schedule a visit. Proud supporter of the Alzheimer's Association.
Dad's service to our country is something we're all proud of. He made a difference and set a great example. Now it's our turn to honor the sacrifices he made for our family and his country. As Veterans Funeral Specialist, Hires Baxley Funeral Services helped us celebrate Dad's life, and they can help you too. Hires Baxley is here for you during your time of need or when planning for the future. For more information, call 352-484-0891 or visit hires-baxley.com/choice.
Keep up with what's going on in the downtown area with Ocala Downtown Newspaper. Delivering thousands of newspapers to businesses in the downtown area, Ocala Downtown is there to keep you informed. They even have Tom's Picks, a free referral for people who are looking for a company to do work for them. Tom's Picks will refer the company that fits your needs, and all we ask in return is that you tell them where you heard about it. It's simple. For more info, just call Tom's Picks, 352-804-1223, and pick up your copy of the Downtown Ocala newspaper today. Now read Ocala Downtown newspaper online.
18 minutes after 9 o'clock. Jim George is here. Your questions are an important part of the show, or just commentary if you want to call in. We usually just yuck it up with Jim, actually. We haven't done a whole lot of high-tech talk today. So
No. Yeah, but, the holiday season is coming on, and people are looking for gifts. And you mentioned the Curved TV.
Yeah, the Curved TV, yes.
Yeah.
Tell me about this.
Well, I think it's a fad because think about it, you're not going to mount it on the wall unless you want, because women will want to put a flower pot behind it or something. They
Yeah,
like
right. There's got to be something in that
if it sticks
space.
1 foot from the wall, edge of the edge, they'll want to do something. It's hard to find a curved piece of furniture that it matches. So you're going to set it on a rectangular stand and it's going to curve.
How much is it curve? I mean, is it just a slight curve?
Yeah, it's about 22 degrees.
See, I don't see how that would make the TV
it's just the
experience
very edges,
any better.
The very edges. Well, it gives you the effect of surround, like the 360 effect, but I don't know. I think I'd be seasick.
Isn't the story really an important thing? You do have a phone call, Jim. Good morning. You're on the air with Jim George.
Good morning. You caught my attention when you talked about I think you called it Air TV.
Yes.
The ones. And you mentioned somebody in the market of Marion. Is there somebody that does install those antennas for us older people that are too?
Yeah, there are a lot of companies that would do it. Basically, individuals. I mean, if you call our company, I'll give you a name of a young fellow that's come to us and said, if you got any installation that you don't want to do yourself, could you pass it on me, and I'll be glad to do it. But it's really simple. I mean, I realize I'm 70 years old. I realize it gets difficult. The older you get to get outside and dig a hole.
It's the height.
Yeah,
I presently have one I bought from a lady at the market, and it's maybe 20 foot high, and it quit working. And I don't know if it was the box, the antenna, or because I had it on an old TV with the box, and I want to eliminate that.
How long ago did you buy it, or how long have you had it?
3 years ago, maybe.
Yeah, there's an active device in it, like a little amplifier, and that's probably gone bad. The antenna itself's probably not bad. So if you can go back to the markets of Marion and just take that inside box, the guy can check it for you right there.
Right. It's a little box that makes the antenna turn.
That's called the rotor or router. Some people call it, but that's the turning. But there's a wire that comes off the antenna, and you may not need an amplifier, but most of the ones that are sold at Market Marion have little amplifiers because they think you're going to put like a two-way splitter or a three-way splitter because you have more than one TV. Now, if it's only feeding one TV, chances are you do not have an amplifier. You only have the antenna.
Okay.
So is the problem the fact that you can't turn it, or is the problem the fact that it doesn't?
Well, it doesn't turn, but it says it's not getting the signal. And
You may have a lightning problem then.
Oh, okay. Because it's just one TV, and I have it on my porch.
Yeah.
And with these Air TVs, you have to turn it to bring in.
Well, not necessarily.
signals?
You can get an omnidirectional antenna, which will pick up signal in every direction. So you'll get it north in Gainesville, you'll get it west from Dunellen, you'll get it east from Channel 51. And then you'll get it south with 2, 6, 9, and so on and so on. So you can do that. But to get a better, stronger picture, you do need one that you turn. And when I say better, stronger, I mean very much stronger, not just a little bit stronger. So but for Ocala, chances are an omnidirectional antenna. Because when you look at RVs, that's what they have. You see this round disc on top of an RV, that's an omnidirectional antenna. Picks up in all directions.
Yeah, down in Lake County in the RV parks, you see them all over the place sometimes, and I'm like, what kind of antennas are those? Everybody's got these funny antennas.
Right, and they're only a couple of inches above the roof, as you've seen. They're just, attached. So, what we're saying is Channel 2 and 6 and all those channels, you used to be able to get them free off the air, and then they went to digital, and your TVs that were analog wouldn't work. So, now that you have digital TVs, you can just take the digital signal, put it right to your digital TV, and the picture is absolutely gorgeous.
Okay. Well, see, my problem is I've got an old TV out there with the government box we had to get.
Sure.
So it's got so many wires, and I'm going to get a TV Black Friday so I can put it out there.
That old box is called a DTA, Digital to Analog Converter. And that may be the problem that's bad. And you can buy a brand new one of those at Walmart for about $50, about $48.
Okay, it's all Greek to me. I just I hate it, and I'm so upset with a certain TV company that I pay big bucks for to pay for infomercials.
Oh yes,
I'm just sick of it.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody else feels the same way.
Oh no, I'm glad we don't carry guns. We'd all be up in riots. No.
Right. All right. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
I enjoy your program.
Thank you. I did like it. One infomercial though, the REO Speedwagon complete album set.
Oh.
That guy was talking about his music for 2 hours.
Yeah.
The only problem was the next night it was the same thing, and then the next night it was the same. This is during the days when my dad was sick. I had to spend the whole night there.
Right.
We all did. We all took turns.
Yeah.
And so you turn on the TV, and then you have this infomercial with this guy from REO Speedwagon.
Yeah.
The greatest hits.
Yeah. Remakes. All of them.
It was fun watching it the first time.
Oh.
Because all the music was,
Right.
Sort of kind of similar.
I noticed going down to Fort Lauderdale, quite by accident, that Cirrus has turned on my satellite radio in my car. I mean, I don't pay for it.
Really?
So I asked the guy that was with me, I said, I'm somehow getting satellite radio. He said, yeah, every so often they do that. They just turn it on in hopes that you'll listen to it and you'll like it and then you'll subscribe. So I listened to the greatest hits of the 50s and 60s all the
Really?
way down to Fort Lauderdale and all the way
Wow.
back. It was pretty good. But, how many times can you listen to, Oh Donna or whatever the hell over and over, because every hour they're repeating the same songs.
Do you know that Robin and I, this is a little trivia about us, we were the first children's act with a speaking show
Yes.
on, it wasn't called Sirius at the time, it was called digital cable radio.
Yep.
We were the first children. We had a full hour show.
Yeah.
We had music and talking, and there were other children's shows, but they were completely music.
Right.
Ours was talking.
Yeah,
And-
we were invited to put our stuff on there.
And then they
cool.
disappeared from the cable and went to the satellite.
Yeah.
Right.
Although I guess it was through a satellite back then as well. I don't know how they did it.
Right.
We had to send it out to San Francisco, and then they sent it to Brooklyn.
Yeah.
I don't know why it had to go across the country.
Right.
Yeah.
And then they plugged it in Brooklyn. So that was pretty something.
But the world has changed so much. It's just
Oh, yeah.
unbelievable. And now they're saying apps are going to replace the internet, and I'm not so sure what that means.
Well, instead of having the search, www.woca.com or something, you just have an app on it. And when you click your app, where does it go? WOCA.com.
Oh, okay, so you just... Okay.
It's a shortcut.
Okay,
That's
yeah.
what apps basically are. Or they're information. I have an app on my cell phone that if I hit it, I see every star constellation in the sky. And as I turn the cell
Why don't
phone...
you just look up?
And as you look at... So as you go up to, let's say, and you see the Little Dipper or the Big... It names them all. And as you're turning, it shows you everything from where you're at, longitude and latitude.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I have another app that shows you every satellite in the sky. So if I was in Europe, for instance, I hit it would show me what satellites carry what on them. Just by turning.
That's awesome.
I know.
Wow.
And these are all free apps.
Free?
They're all free. I'll send you the links. You can advertise them on your radio. Say, hey, you guys want to see the...
That is cool. We've done
Sky is cool.
we did an app segment one day.
Yeah.
Yeah, just the ones we could find that we thought were cool.
Yeah, we did. We did.
I didn't listen that day. I thought you meant abs. And I...
Oh, we had that guy on too.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, we had that guy.
John
on, too.
Bayshaw guy? Oh,
Yeah,
my
yeah,
goodness.
yeah.
I mean, that's embarrassing to see him. He's got all those. He's got an 8-pack. Never mind a 6-pack.
Yeah,
He's something.
he's proud of it too.
Yeah.
I think it's really wonderful that you have someone working with you when you can't get to install things or do a repair, that you have some other gentleman that'll do it right away instead of making the customer wait.
Yeah, like even this one I'm doing after Thanksgiving, she wanted to know if I could do it like today, and I said, no, I couldn't do it today because, first of all, it's down south, and I have another job I'm doing in Gainesville this morning. So I said, no. So, and you're right, you put people off, and it would be nice just to call somebody else much younger and say, would you like to run down and do this job?
Right.
We don't charge that much for an install. Sometimes some installs are more difficult. The ones I'll be doing down in Lady Lake, I got to crawl under the mobile home. I've got to drill wires up, inside.
Yeah.
It's going to be several hours.
I would imagine that the average person doesn't really care a whole lot about large amounts of mega data. They just want to watch their TV or maybe be able to do their email.
Right.
And Facebook or whatever, the smaller things on the internet. And yet, it's not cheap. I mean, the price is kind of a little bit prohibitive now.
Right.
So I think that antenna you're talking about is probably the best way to go.
Yeah.
And if you can get how many stations?
About 20, maybe 25.
And that's here in Ocala? Can you imagine what you can get in a larger city? There must be way more.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, see, like when you get channel 2, you get 2.1, 2.2. When you get channel 5, you get 5.1, 5.2. When you get channel 20 out of Gainesville, it's 20 plus 20.1, 20. In other words, if every channel is 3 and 4, then that's how many channels you're getting. And the channels are all different. Like I said, you don't just see channel 20 3 times. You see the different programming on it.
Right.
And they're not news channels. They're movie channels and things like that.
Yeah.
Very nice. I mean, our local channel 51, as you know, is basically off the air. It broadcasts, but it's just 35 out of Orlando. So
Yeah,
Fox owns it, and all they do is repeat it. It would be nice if someone were to buy that 51 and make it a real Ocala channel. Mm-hmm. We could use a channel.
We had one. It disappeared.
Yeah, it did.
We had a staff and everything that used to work it.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
In fact, I did a little bit of stuff over there one time.
You did.
I can't remember what I did now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
you did.
it's a repeater station. There's nobody there. It's all done
Yeah, I know.
electronically. That's it.
I know, but you're right. It would be.
It's a huge facility. It's got uplink dish, downlink. It's got everything you'd want to be a television station. Out there, someone needs to buy Channel 51. Marion County should buy it. The county.
But the county has the education
Yeah,
channel.
yeah, Channel 7 school board channel, right?
Yeah.
It's a decent channel. If you've watched it, it's decent.
Yeah.
But think about if we had our own Marion County channel. All these ribbon cuttings could be filmed. Everything that goes on, the mall openings, the Light Up Ocala, the God and Country Day, everything could be publicized.
Sure.
What's your phone number, Jim?
854-9795.
Call Jim with your questions because we're done.
Right.
I wasn't looking at the clock. I knew Jim wanted to hear a song before we ended.
Oh, boy.
All right, we'll be right back.
Fox News Radio, I'm Lillian Wu. The president poised to take executive action on immigration, laying out his plan last night to shield some 5 million illegals from deportation.
These immigrants have been here a long time. They work hard, often in tough, low-paying